We are joined by one of the world's leading creative drummers. Hello, Jim. How are you?
Hi, Antonio. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. How are you?
Surviving in the rain.
Yeah, it is a rainy day today in Portugal. You've been playing here for a long time. How would you describe the shows in Portugal? Are they particular in any way?
I first played here in maybe 90 or 91 with Carlos Bica. And I think at that time, the music we were doing, we were sort of like space aliens that had landed musically in old little Lisbon at that time. The response was sort of mixed, like, what is this? Half repulsion, half fascination. Through the years, his fan base grew, and I mean, now it's a completely different story here. Also at that time, like maybe in 96, 97, I started coming here with other American bands like Tim Burns' Blood Count. Last No Access played here maybe 99 or 98, I think. Different cities in Portugal. So my relationship to it is quite strong. I love this country. I fell in love with it immediately when I first visited. Carlos used to take me down to Zambujeira do Mar to hang out, and I think I've been there every year for the past 20-something years. It's an important place, and I make sure I get here at least once a year to hang out.
You mentioned a curious description of you guys being perceived as aliens. Isn't that? I've heard that before.
Space aliens is different.
Oh, space aliens.
Stranger.
Isn't that a description that fits the best of music? Would you say? Or the best of musicians, I mean.
It's funny because if something is personal and unique, and I think our music is even more personal now, it's going to strike people in different ways. It's not for maybe mass consumption. Not everybody's going to love it right away. Some people respond to it faster than others. It's pretty far-flung in Lisbon now, or I should say in Portugal, in terms of the taste. There's a lot of people that are into the more extreme styles of improv, or people that maybe like more Carlos Bica's types of songs and stuff, but we mash that together with spontaneous composition and things like that. So it seems like the palette, maybe we're definitely not so weird anymore. There's many more people who would maybe fit that description than us. As long as I think people are being unique, being themselves musically, then you can do no wrong, because that's what I want to buy. That's what I want to go see. Mm-hmm. And we don't need any more musicians in the world that are just okay. Mm-hmm. We need people with voices, and their voices, and so it's their job to figure out how to develop that.
Do you believe a musician has to know what he's bringing to the table prior to starting a musical career, do you think?
No, because it's sort of like learning anything. How do you know until you try? You have to see if it resonates with you. And so I would encourage anybody to go after any passion. Passion is the one thing that will enable you to survive this. You're not doing it for the money. It's nice to be able to survive from it if you can, but it's not a guarantee. You do it because you love it, because you have to. If the passion's strong enough and the commitment and the desire is so strong, it almost doesn't matter what it sounds like, because people will feel the strength of it. The path of figuring out who you are as a person is totally parallel to the path of figuring out who you are as a musician, and this takes time. Some people have it right away, but even my friends that seem brilliant early on, they change. They find other more deep connections inside themselves.